Hello, everyone. It is Wednesday, the 26th of March. How are you? And you. But most importantly, you. Yes, you. How are you doing tonight? Tell me about it. Tell me what you are grateful for this Wednesday night. I know I just said Wednesday, so how am I forgetting that? Between here and there. Boom. I've got all my stuff here. I've got so many. My desk has got stuff. I've got stuff. It is wonderful to be here. So excited to have you all here. Yes, indeed. What is going on in your world tonight? Oops, let me refresh that screen and get that going. Boom. There I am. There's my screens. All right, we got it all going tonight. We got it all going. It is great to be here. I can't believe we are at the end of March already. The end of March. We still got a little bit to go here. We still got a little bit to go. Another amazing weekend coming up as we march forward. As we do, we do. These are exciting times. It's an exciting time to be in business. It's exciting times to see what is happening. It is super cool. Super cool. Super cool and funky. How about super cool and funky? Hang on a second. Where'd that screen go? Boom, boom. I need that to close. And there we go. Now I've got it. Now I've got it. I've got all the things working the way they're supposed to work. Yes, indeed. But are you feeling great tonight on this Wednesday night? I hope you are, because we're excited to have you. We are. I'm going to get started tonight with our daily quotes. I'm going to get started with our daily quotes because I got a couple of topics I'm hitting tonight. A couple of topics here. Tonight, our opening quote is, "Versatility is the passport to endless journeys, where every destination reveals a new facet of your potential." Versatility is the passport to endless journeys, where every destination reveals a new facet of your potential. Very true. Very true. We're going to talk about some journeys today because it's been a week of journeys. We had our NLR Plus NLR Academy Plus meeting yesterday, which was really great, and I'm going to talk a little bit about that tonight. I still can't believe we're here on Wednesday. And I think Facebook is just being funky with me here, so I may or may not be seeing your comments. Is what I tell you in advance. I may or may not be seeing them. So I thought I'd start off on communication because that is a hot topic in the news. It's a politically charged topic today, or this week. And I bring it up, okay, not to make light of what the defense secretary did with their group chat, but I bring it up to talk about how we communicate with our teams. Okay, communication is so incredibly important with our teams, and staying in contact with them is important. And so a lot of stores do that these days via text. They do it via group chat. They do it via an individual text. Hey, Carrie, how are you tonight? Great to have you here with us live in Florida. Hope all is well. Actually, I was talking to somebody I was on a meeting earlier today with somebody besides A&G in Florida, and they were just like, "Oh my God, Neil, it is so," and they're from up here. They're like, "Oh my God, it is so beautiful down here. It is 82 today, and it is just gorgeous." And I'm like, yeah, a little bit jealous of that. But communication is incredibly important. And I'm not just talking the simple things or whatever, but what the defense secretary did is so easy to happen in our stores. I mean, it is so easy to have a person you didn't expect on a text chain. It is so easy to hit reply all on an email. It is so easy to forward something to the person you didn't mean to. It is, all these things are very, very easy to have happen. You think it would be harder at the Secretary of Defense level, but it's really very easy to have happen to any of us. And it's easy to have happen even old school in real life. And so that's why communication is so important, and being thoughtful in how we communicate. I mean, I can clearly remember one time when I was, arguing with a manager about an employee, and I was pissed about this employee, and and I was just going on, and the employee had come in and was standing right behind me. So communication, using your scene. Okay, the way I did that was wrong, all on many accounts, and I was a much greener, less experienced leader at that point in my career. But these communication gaps can happen all the at any level at any time, and technology speeds that up. Okay, it just speeds up how fast we can make that happen and how fast we get that out there. I'm never talking about you, April, only in the most positive way. But it is that those communication things can happen. The press is making fun of the defense secretary, and it is I agree, it's serious. I don't even know how you communicate that way at that level, but we're all used to this technology. And so I hate group texts. Okay, personally, I hate group texts, both for business and personally, I hate them. Even though you can get the same message to several people, it just bounces around, and it's just texts are an interruption, anyways. And so I hate that as a form of communication. Um, you know, it especially the form of most business communication. But be intentional with your messaging. However you communicate, and I suggest multiple forms of communication because some people are visual, some people need it need to read it, and some people need to have it explained to them. Show me, show me, show me. Kind of the same as the visual approach, but show me, or talk to me face to face and explain it. That's why phones actually can make phone calls. That's why in-person communication is so important. Okay, one-on-one check-ins, checking the temperature on people, very important. And I don't mean to see if they have a fever, but I mean to see if they have a fever in your business, or if there's something you can do to help make them better. These check-ins, and that's both business and professionally. It comes down to, in communication, especially with your team, sometimes down to that one thing. What's the one? Give me the one, that thing that I can do this week, this year, to make your life easier, to job easier, to make you more successful in your role? You know, it's a fair question to ask. And sometimes you just don't know what the answer is going to be. You don't know what the answer to that question is going to be. But it builds loyalty and it builds connection. So do that. Do your best to keep them one-on-one, okay, communication versus the one-to-many. If you're not doing one-to-many communications like that, it's much harder to make the mistake the defense secretary made. But those same mistakes can happen to all of us in our business. So that is incredibly important. That is incredibly important. I saw this quote this week, and I thought it was fitting since we had our NLR Plus. And if you are an NLR Plus member, make sure you check out the replay. If you haven't, it was a great episode about selling online in the NLR Plus Academy. So truly great stuff. But this is from a Walmart internal newsletter. And the internet is one of those hottest computer buzzwords to come along in years. It could be the next VCR or the next pet rock, okay? And yes, that is not a recent newsletter, okay? But, you know, it talked about how they methodically planned their way into online sales and into the online juggernaut that they are today over the last couple of decades. So they've done a phenomenal job of doing that and growing that. So it's really kind of neat. And growing their business. So really kind of awesome in that way and in what they're doing. And we can all be doing that because resale, according to ThreadUp's latest report, so ThreadUp has talked a lot, has really done comprehensive reports. So the U.S. secondhand apparel market includes online and in-store resale, as well as the donation thrift sector, grew 14% in 2024. And it outpaces the broader retail clothing market by 5 times in growth. And is still expected to reach $74 billion by 2029, growing 9% annually on average. So we should be expecting about double-digit growth. Near double digit, you know, on one side of double digit or another. And that's what we're seeing with stores. You should be seeing that. Consumers plan to spend 34% of their apparel budget on secondhand items in the next 12 months. So a third of their budget on secondhand. And this figure is even higher among Gen Z and millennials, who will spend nearly half of their apparel budget on secondhand. But the other stat I wanted to give you was about online. Where was their online stat here? Hang on one second to see if I can find it real quick. I lost the stat on online, but it is growing as well, and which we covered yesterday in the webinar we did for NLR Plus members. It is growing. It is easily scalable for your resale store, and it can be a growing revenue area for you, and an area that you can continue to grow your business and drive in-store traffic. It's really great to do both, and can be really amazing for you. So don't discount that. And, you know, focus on growth. If you are not growing, you should be reaching out because you should be growing. And I'm not worried about if you have a bad week. Everybody has a bad week or a bad day or even a bad month. I, definitely am looking at the quarter over quarter trend and the 12-month trailing average, which we should probably do a lesson on, just the 12-month average. Some of you, I've covered that in our in-person workshops, but our 12-month moving average is always a great, is another stat. So what's happening in your store over the quarter, and we're almost done with the first quarter. So next week we will finish the first quarter and be able to look at those first quarter numbers and what kind of growth we've had. And then plan for the next quarter, because it's just about driving it forward. We're driving this vehicle, we're driving this bus forward, we're driving your business forward. And we're doing it day by day, week by week, month by month. And what you measure improves. You have to remember that whatever you're measuring, whether that be sales, because that's the most common thing, okay, the common metric. But even if you come back to the basics of what we teach, is home base. Home base is the three numbers to know, and that is your average sale, your average units per transaction, which means how many items did people buy on average, and your average price per item. Those three metrics are what we're watching over time. That's how we're growing it, and that's what we're doing over time to make these things happen. So, you want to watch that and do that. Did I say hello, Michelle? I saw Michelle. I forget whether road construction in front of your business can do that, but then you have to adapt and you have to help people find you. Even over the next 4 years in front of where a couple of my locations are, we're going to have road construction. They want to build a rotary. The hot buzzword in road construction, a rotary. And it does affect traffic. The benefits, it's what other trips can they get done as they're coming by your store. If you can be the road report and the road traffic of how to, like in your plaza, there's lots of ways to enter it, Michelle. There's the ways you're used to, and it's a great example. There's the ways you're used to, and during road construction, there could be a better way on a given day. So, make sure to check in on Tuesday for Holly's road report to say which entrance to the plaza is the best one to get in. And remember, while you're here, you can hit the liquor store and the grocery or whatever you're going to do, and the coffee shop. You can hit all that in one trip. So fight the road construction once, get to Michelle's, and get all this done on this side of town. You got to give people a storyline. You got to help people with. It's just not a road construction problem. And I'd encourage you to get some road construction hats to talk about it. Some hard hats, maybe a reflective vest and stuff. So when you're talking about it in one of your lives, and just be honest with people. Yeah, the road construction's a little messy, but oh my God, we've got all these great finds that we can't even show you on the video. We can only show you so much. Even grab a couple of selfies with the construction equipment or the orange cones or something. Bring them donuts and bring the guys some Krispy Kremes and grab a selfie here. Even the guys want to hold the purses. Get them to hold a couple of bags, Michelle. Bring them donuts. Get them to pose with your bags and do it. There's lots of ways to do it, but just tell the story because you'll be the funny one, okay? And that'll get it shared and reposted and done. So, make lemons out of lemonade. Like the road project in front of my own store, we've known is coming. We're trying to make the best of it when it hits our area. They're doing it. It's a long road project, and they're trying to do it in sections so to minimize it. But we know it's going to be a problem. Hey, Rose. I love that you're still in the French Quarter. Catch it all on replay. But that is how you make it amazing. But if you did not catch the beginning of this show, right, finding the door is like a scavenger hunt every day. I'm not sure if you're talking for Michelle or for Rose, because she's in the French Quarter. Oh, but you're right. It is, and you just gotta help them along. You gotta help them along, and be the solution provider. Be the solution provider. You've got this. You've got this, Michelle. If you did not catch the beginning of this tonight, go back and listen about communication, because I talked about communication with your team and how that's important and how you don't want to be like the defense secretary. And if you haven't thought that, you got to give that a thought. So replay the beginning if you did not catch that. You know what else we do? This video and everything I talk about goes over to the YouTube channel. You're not alone running this store, where you can like, comment, subscribe, and oh yes, ring the bell so you know when another one drops. You can also share with all your friends in business, the butcher, the baker, the candlestick maker, so we can help everybody run a better business. You'll find I've got up the YouTube all caught up except for this week, so we're in good shape there. I got all the videos. I was behind on that, and they're there. I am here every Sunday and Wednesday at more 8 than ish, but if you have a question in between, just email me, Neil, Neil at nextlevelresale.com, Neil at nextlevelresale.com. We start the program every day with our unique daily quotes. I already read you the opening quote. Let's see what our ending quote is tonight. Versatility is the magician's cloak, allowing us to vanish into one role and reappear as another, leaving audiences spellbound. Ladies and gentlemen, I am Neil Abramson. I do like a good party, a wedding, a bar mitzvah even. We will party again. We will party in person. But until then, and until Wednesday night or Sunday night at more 8 finish, I'm losing track of my day. Know that you're not alone running this store. Have a great night, everyone. It's time for dinner. Hey, Vina, how are you? Have a great night.